Boy, we really need to protect ourselves from getting scammed. They are getting more sophisticated. There's more of them every day. Thousands of people are getting scammed across this country. A lot of us are in our upper years. I want to protect ourselves. Hi, I'm Ed with Me in Retirement, hoping you allow me to walk with you through your retirement. Let's do this together. Let's not get scammed. So I've broken this down into several different parts. I got my notes here. First, I'm going to go through some of the scams that are out there today because they evolve and they change. Some clues to look for, things not to do, and then I can tell you a couple of personal stories that I've gone through recently, just in the recent months, of scams that were perpetrated or attempted to be perpetrated on me, I should say. So how not to get scammed, let's start there. These are the ones that are running today, and there's more of them. This is a list of a handful anyway, or more. But government impersonation. IRS is calling you, Social Security is calling you, somebody from the town officials are calling you, telling you you need to send some money to pay a bill, telling you you've made a mistake on your taxes, telling you you owe money, telling you that you need to take care of it now. Don't do it. There's no government official that's going to tell you you have to do it today. You need to take care of it today. In fact, in most cases, they're going to send you a letter and try to get you to do a payment plan to begin with. Hang up the phone. Don't bother. You can certainly go call your town, call the government, ask them about your status, ask them if there's a problem, ask them if they tried to contact you. Somebody calls you, just hang up. Just don't even bother talking to them. Someone calls from AI tech support, maybe from your internet provider. Hey, you got a problem with your computer. There's a bug in the area. Our system was hacked. We need to get into your computer and fix it. Don't give anybody remote access to your computer. They may even try to lock it and freeze it on you for a period of time. Usually just turning your computer off and rebooting it takes care of that. But you're panicked because you're using it and you're locked, and they call you and say, hey, we can fix that for you. It's going to cost you. Don't do it. See if you can resolve it yourself. Take care of it. Probably just go away. Don't give anybody any money. This is one that tugs on your emotions. The grandparent emergency. Typically, they'll call you, probably claiming to be somebody from the hospital administration. You have a grandchild that's in the hospital. Parents are with them. They need to pay part of the bill up front because it's an expensive situation. They don't have money with them. Can you give us a credit card over the phone so we can help your grandkid? Boy, you can't whip out that card fast enough. Hang up. Don't do it. Call your son or daughter. Call the hospital. Double check. Make sure you're checking these things before you hand over any money or information. Romance scams. We've all seen and heard them. They've been all over TV, in the movies. But they're real. Don't fall for it. If you find somebody that likes you, let them like you for who you are, not for your money. Lottery. You get a phone call. You've won the lottery. You've got $100,000 coming or whatever the money amount is. But you got to pay the taxes on it up front. We need a credit card from you and we'll send you a check. Don't do it. Hang up. Home repair. They'll stop by your house. They'll see your siding or your roof that you know is in ill repair and you need work done on it. And they'll say, hey, we're running a special this week. We can take care of that for you for $1,500. We need $750 to go get materials. You can pay us the balance when we complete the job. Piece of cake. Only you give them the $750, they're gone, you never see them again. Don't do it. You want home repair? Call a reputable person. Call someone that's been in town doing it for a while. Ask your neighbor who they used. Investment, promising you fantastic returns. If it's too good to be true, we're old enough now to know better. It ain't true. Don't do it. This one's relatively new, internet drug plans. We're all looking for better prices for our prescription drugs, and now they're available online, and the scammers have jumped on that too. Now, you may get something in the mail, probably not going to be your prescription, it's going to be sugar pills, or you get nothing at all. Do not do it. Don't do it. If you do use an internet drug plan, Amazon or Walmart, go to Amazon or Walmart. Don't get a call. Don't go searching online. Go to the store and see how you can set it up, if they can do it there. If not, they'll tell you how to do it online. Because sometimes you'll pull up Walmart online and there'll be 10 fake Walmarts. These here are kind of clues. If they're talking to you and it's a sense of urgency, you need to do it now. Or secrecy, don't tell your family you're doing this. Hang up, you know. If they're requesting really unusual type payments, if they're requesting any payments at all, I wouldn't do it. If it's an unexpected contact, if someone's calling you asking for money and you weren't expecting that call, don't do it. One of the common ones that I used to do, and I don't even know that it was a scam, but policemen would collect. They'd be doing a fundraiser for themselves or the community, and they'd come to your door and pick up a check. I did it all the time. I never know if that guy coming to the door was picking up a check that was a cop. Never looked like a cop. I just assumed they had runners doing this, and maybe they did. But I watched a TV evening magazine show one night, and the way these things work is while the police are raising funds, they will hire a company to do it. And the company will negotiate with the police department how much money they need. And the police department saying, we need to raise $50,000. The company gives them the 50 grand. They do the fundraising and keep everything they collect. So they may get 75,000. They may collect 250,000, but it's theirs. The police already got their money. I didn't like that. So I just don't do that kind of stuff. I just stopped doing it. I just don't trust them anymore. That bothered me, and then the fact that there are actual scams out there that police are getting nothing, it bothers me more. So you want to watch out for that. This is one that I went through recently. I got a phone call from my credit card company telling me they thought they had some fraudulent charges. And we went through a history of recent charges, and some of them I recognized and some of them I didn't. And so they canceled my card. I threw it out on my end, cut it up, throw it away, and they sent me a card in 2 days. And so they can track this stuff. They can identify it, because sometimes it's pretty obvious. If you're in your hometown and you just stopped to get gas, went out to eat, went grocery shop, and used your credit card, and they see a charge 20 minutes later for $3,500, 15 states away, they're wondering how you did that. So they're calling you. So you have some protection there from scams. I had another one where my electric company called, and actually called my wife. They called her on her cell phone. She wasn't home at the time. She was out of the house. She didn't understand what they were trying to tell her to do or what she needed to do. So she came home and gave me the number to call them. I dial up, and of course, call the electric company, you're put on hold. And I'm here, my electric company, Central Maine Power here in Maine. Their music, the same voice, the same message I hear all the time when either we call customer service or we might be reporting an outage. It is my electric company. Then I start talking to the people. So somebody finally picks up and starts telling me that, they were replacing all our old electric meters with smart meters, which is true. They've been doing that. But apparently mine wasn't replaced, and I didn't do it in the specified amount of time. I didn't schedule an appointment, so now I had a fine I had to pay, and if I didn't replace it shortly, I was going to get fined heavier, and the power's going to be shut off, and blah, 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 blah. But the more they talked and the more questions I asked, it just sounded really funky. And then finally I caught him in the end. It was just a big old scam, trying to get me to pay for something I didn't need to pay for. Watch out for this stuff. They're extremely, extremely clever. Here's one I did very recently involving Social Security. Wasn't a scam, but this is what you need to do to protect yourself. I had recently applied for Social Security, and I hadn't been approved yet, and I got a phone call wanting to ask me some questions. So they start verifying who I am, asking my mother's maiden name and other information. I only answered the first question, what's your mother's maiden name? And I immediately stopped and said, I just think I gave you information I probably shouldn't give you. What do you mean? Well, I don't know your Social Security. I don't know who you are. You called me. I didn't call you. You could call me, claim to be anybody. I don't know who you are. Well, Mr. Biddle, when you applied for Social Security, we told you we might be calling you asking you questions. said, yeah, I know. But the scammers know that too. So she said she'd send me an email with a phone number to contact her once I felt comfortable. Fine, thank you. I hung up. I dialed Social Security customer service number that I had. I asked if this woman existed, and she did. I said, okay, well, scammers know she exists too. Can you tell me, can you connect me to her office? No, they really couldn't do that, but they said, we can see that a call was made from her office to me 5 minutes ago. Okay, I felt pretty good then, so I got her email. I called her back and told her I was available anytime she wanted to call. And she called me 10 minutes later, went through a couple of questions from 40 years ago. She wanted to know about a job I had 40 years ago. And we chuckled about the whole scam thing, but that's what you need to do. And she understood that and realized that. We laughed about it and moved on. But you need to protect yourself. You need to make sure you're not going to get scammed, because you could lose a little and you can lose a lot. Take the extra time, make the effort. Make sure what you're doing is on the up and up and legit. If they're contacting you, pretty much ignore them. Hang up and contact them. I get emails once or twice a week saying, thank you for processing your payment for this. Thank you for processing your payment for that. I know I didn't buy this or that. I wait a day or two if it shows up on their credit card. It ain't there. They're BSing me. It's all the time. But they want you to call them, and they're going to charge you to clean it up. That's the whole scam. Don't do it. Take a deep breath. Take your time. You'll be fine. I promise you can get through this. You can stop these scammers in their tracks. Hey, I'm Ed again. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. I'm just starting out, so I really need your help. So if you can give me a thumbs up, subscribe, like, I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, you have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.